friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and we finally are getting the return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. Now, amidst the controversy, amidst the chaos, amidst the craziness that is this new character's arrival to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and SWGOH communities everywhere, a lot of people are wondering and saying, they're like, why does the Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker not have a rebel tag? And this has upset a lot of people. Now, I've gone through and I've read the posts. I've read Reddit. I've spent a lot of time looking at Reddit, and I have to side with Capital Games on this one, that Luke Skywalker, this particular character, is a Jedi Knight, not a rebel. Now, before you completely disregard this video and before you click away, I want you to look at the evidence that we see in Return of the Jedi. This whole movie is about Luke trying to redeem his father. Now, that's his story arc. If you look at the very beginning, right? The scene on Jabbas Palace, that whole beginning, what is Luke doing? Luke, he's negotiating. He's got a plan to rescue his buddy Han. Now, he's doing that as a friend. He's doing that not as a rebel entity. In the actual stories, they don't have, they point out, they're like, look, we don't have the time, the necessary means to go get Han, to go free Han. So he's kind of stuck, right? It's his core group of friends that go and say, hey, we need to get our buddy back. We need to get General Solo back. Now, and I mean, he walks in, guys, full emo Luke, right? He's got everything but the black eyeshadow. And he's like, this is what we're going to do. With Bib Fortuna, he uses the Jedi mind trick. He comes prepared to, he comes to Jabba like many other Jedi before him. Now, granted, he leaves Jabba very differently than many of the Jedi before him, in the sense that he and his actions lead to Jabba's death, whereas the other Jedi didn't necessarily lead to Jabba's death. But this is a very interesting point to make. It starts off with Luke going against what the Rebel Alliance wants them to do. Now, the next scene that we see of Luke is they split. What do Han, Leia, Lando, C-3PO, R2, what are they going to do? Well, they jump back to the Rebel fleet. They go back for more information and, for rest and recovery, of course. But what does Luke do? Luke goes to Dagobah. Luke goes to continue his training with Master Yoda. Luke has the conversation with Obi-Wan Kenobi's Force Ghost and is like, yeah, I didn't tell you everything. Also, I was BFF with your mama, and I kind of knew all that stuff, but I didn't want to say anything at the time because I, too, may have had an illegitimate love child with Satine. Now, that's all in his eyes. All of that story that I just said to you is all in Obi-Wan Force Ghost's eyes. But again, he goes to Dagobah. He doesn't go back to the Akbar's capital ship. He doesn't go back to that moment. He goes somewhere else. Now, this is absolutely fascinating because, again, here it is. We see him choosing the Jedi Code, his Jedi path over the rebellion. And again, I think it's kind of spot on. Now, you're like, all right, well, he was there on Endor, and he was there on Endor. But he wasn't there on Endor for the actual Battle of Endor, right? As they're scouting out the planet, as they're uncovering different things and different whatnots, what's Luke doing? Well, yeah, they get kidnapped by the murder bears. Yes, and it's kind of hilarious that the murder bears take them captive, and we're probably going to eat them if not for they're worshiping a golden god. They worship the golden god. Luke is able to trick them into believing, or further believing, that this is, their deity, whatnot, and they don't get eaten. But on their approach to Endor, Luke is like, look, Vader is on that capital ship. He knows Palpatine's going to be there. He's told in that briefing, or, the rest of them are told in the briefing. That's the importance of them taking down this Death Star, because Palp is going to be there. Big Papa Palp is overseeing the completion. Because when he left it up to, Vader, things got destroyed.
Go for Papa Palpatine. Vader, how's my favorite Sith? Whoa. Just slow down. Huh? What do you mean they blew up the Death Star? Who's they? What the hell is an aluminum falcon?
Before the actual battle takes place, Luke has that conversation with Leia. And he's like, look, you're my sister, and that whole kiss thing, kind of awkward. Very, very strange. But what we see here is, I gotta go away. I gotta go get Dad. I gotta go make him good again. I can sense the good in him. I know he's not gonna hurt me because he was good once. He'll be good again, right? This is that optimism that so many people were talking about and complaining about when they were like, why did Luke go into hiding in the first place when Kylo Ren fell, if he believed that Darth Vader, the chosen one, would be, that's the thing, guys. Like, he was following the Jedi path, right? What's happening during the Battle of Endor? During the Battle of the Death Star, the final Death Star, Luke is confronting Palpatine and Vader, right? There's a whole battle. And you're like, well, that doesn't mean that he's a Jedi. Are you kidding me? Like, Luke has the freaking high ground. We all know, like, that scene, Luke's up here, Vader's down here, and he's like, Obi-Wan has taught you well. Yeah, Luke has the freaking high ground. He is the embodiment of the Jedi. The high ground. Now, then you jump down and Luke's bested his father. Luke's about to kill his father. And Big Papa Palps is like, oh, strike him down and you and me will rule together. Which has got to be a giant middle finger to Vader, who is like, look, dude, I've served you for so many years. You let my wife die. You lied to me about my children's. And now you're going to have my own kid kill me? Come on, man. Where's loyalty? I mean, Vader's got to be feeling a little frustrated here. But then that awesome line, Luke says to Palpatine, he's like, look, I will never serve you. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. And, like, if there's ever a proud moment for a dad out there and for Father's Day coming up, this is cool. This is a cool thing, guys. This is pretty freaking awesome. Right? You're like, oh, I taught him well, even though I became, the Dark Lord of the Sith. My kid turned out all right. Right? Which is like every parent's dream. Like, you want your kids to turn out okay, even if you become a giant douchebag. I'm disappointed because I too wanted him to be a rebel. I wanted him to have like a CLS and a Jedi Luke, and Farm Boy Luke to have like a lot of synergy going on. And that doesn't necessarily happen. But at the same time, canonically, it makes sense. And as much as I want to fault CG for something, I can't fault them for this. Now, this is the way I'm looking at it. Do you guys agree with me or not? I mean, I really think that I'm going to get some flack, some heat on this, but someone pointed this out to me and I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. They're spot on here. And like, I'm also hoping that this isn't the end of the game. I'm hoping that we see much more from this. I also know and fully believe this isn't all that we're getting. I think a lot is going to be coming with the road ahead. That being said, guys, I don't necessarily know. What do you guys think? Are you upset that Luke doesn't have the Rebel tag? Does my explanation make sense? And do you agree with it? Whether or not it makes sense, do you agree that he shouldn't have the Rebel tag? I don't know. I'm excited to play around with him. I'm excited to see what he looks like and how he, I am curious to know what he looks like. So I don't know if I'll be getting him this time around because I've got about 10 days and I'm just not there yet. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the section below. In the section below, you'll see 2 links. One for an Audible trial. I do get compensated every time you sign up for Audible. If you sign up, subscribe, share a gift for Audible. There's a lot of awesome Star Wars books out there. There's a lot of awesome books out there. I've listened to probably like 25 just this last 6 months. Love this service. Every time you sign up, you do help the channel and you get a free audiobook. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Additionally, you can, in the link below, you can go to the Nerdy Swag store, get cool shirts like this. Order 66 was an inside job, which it totally was. Check out the section below and you can get a link to that. Right now, this shirt and other shirts are on sale. You can also see the Mace Lives shirt that mine's in the mail and I'm very excited for it. But let me know what you guys think. Hit the little bell icon for information and notifications every time I post a video. Subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. And as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.